Welcome back to Digiburst, guys. We have BlackWarGreymon on the right, played by me, against Imperial on the left. Unfortunately, I don't start off very well with no rookies. I am forced just to play the memory tamer, which isn't so bad, but ideally you do want a rookie just to start off your nice lineup. And my opponent just going super wide here, and unfortunately I can't punish it because I don't have all the right pieces. I'm just forced here to go into the new Maimon and then into a Metal Grey, which will kill one of the rookies. I go for the Jamming Mon because I'm trying to remove as many resources as possible, and of course the Jamming guy will live if it hits the stack. Into the Stingmon, and then into the Imperialdramon for 2 cost. Taking then Jolgris here. This is a very risky Jolgris because usually you want to put the jamming, the jamming XVmon underneath. That way the Impale gets jamming. Because if he hits into like a Mega here, it's going to be super punish. Get the draw of the Stingmon and the memory gain. Ah, there's my BlackWarGrey. Definitely a big punishment right there. And he sets up a tamer. Now if I go into a BlackWarGreymon, there's finally a rookie there. There's my BlackWarGrey, we'll kill that. We'll kill the tamer and stroke him on 1. So I've got my BlackWarGreymon stack now, but he decides not to play into it. Going into the Hammer Spark. This is a very interesting play here. It looks like he's trying to set up... Yeah, he's trying to set up a double color here. Maybe he's got an option he wants to use to remove the BlackWarGreymon, and that's why he went so expensive in the nursery. And so I'm not attacking his Digimon, which is honestly just the best way to do about it. Heading into a Hammer Spark, and then I just play down a rookie. I end up finding another rookie to go into my nursery later, so I just place it down. Yes, there is the option that I was talking about. Returning the BlackWarGreymon to my hand, removing it from the board. I've got 2 rookies here, so hopefully I'm able to establish a new stack. Going into my memory booster. Looking at top 4, we'll grab a BlackGreymon. You can probably use the BlackGreymon, but yeah. Rather unfortunate. Again, this Imperial doesn't have jamming, so any hit into security is risky. Getting back a memory with the Vmon. Hitting a Greymon this time. And he will go into Dragon mode. So what I need here to counter this play is the Metal Greymon. So I would pop the Black Booster, go to 5 memory, Evo into the Metal Greymon to kill the Vmon. And then when I Digivolve into... Also, Digivolve the Dragon. And then when I go into BlackWarGrey, I would then kill the Stingmon. So, unfortunately, the first card I drew after evolving into the level 5 was the Imperialdramon. Was the Metal Greymon. So, unfortunately, this leads him to go straight into the fighter mode, bouncing back my rookie. Swing into security, again no jamming, so this is risky. Suspending my BlackWarGreymon so I couldn't block it. And then he can run that BlackWarGreymon over with his next swing. Very smart play by the Imperialdramon player, especially holding his Digimon as nursery, so he was able to get the option off very cleanly, while also keeping his Digimon safe from being attacked. Very, very smart moves. I am really on the back foot now. I'm forced to play that option card to remove his fighter mode because the fighter mode is presenting lethal. He's got the XVmon with jamming hitting in, and then he's got so much memory to work with. He can go for the easy Imperialdramon move here, and then just clean it up. Oh, he's got the Stingmon instead actually. Very unfortunate that he doesn't have the Imperial. But Stingmon will make work for it anyway, because at this point I'm too far behind to establish any kind of dominance. Especially with the Toy Agumon suspended. I should have kept this Toy Agumon in my nursery to keep it safe. That way I would have had something to swing with later, but That's hindsight for you. I wanted to push it out because I had a rookie in my hand, so I could get the most advantage from it. And I'm just showing my cards at this point, and we'll go into game 2. Oof, that was rough. Yeah, I'm just showing that if I had exactly Greymon plus the Metal Grey, then I could have Digivolved this Digimon and went into a blocker, and that would have, and the Metal Greymon would have had Reboot, which means I would have been safe to block for the shot for game next turn. But that's a lot of conditions. Going to Cyclamon, I did open with no rookie again, unfortunately. That's just how it is when you don't play with mulligans. You will be seeing some awful hands. So Lydramon giving 2 memory off the Davis and Ken, going into a Jogger's plays super early Imperialdramon. This Imperialdramon doesn't have jamming again. They'll swing, unsuspend, gain a memory off the EV, and hit right into another BlackWarGreymon. Ugh, this is just a repeat of game 1. But that's what happens when you risky those Imperialdramons without jamming. Go into my Agumon. I keep my, I'm keeping a safe stack in my nursery, trying to find a really nice lineup for my BlackWarGreymon. No hits off the Agumon, unfortunately. But the reason I want to keep, yeah, there's the Metal Greymon. I wanted him to play into it by having like a rookie or something to Digivolve when I pushed out, but he very smartly just hard played at XVmon, even if it isn't necessarily that advantageous for him. XVmon jamming here hits into a Metal Grey, and then he can evo up into an Impale and unsuspend it. Now he can just go pretty wild here, swinging with jamming, unsuspending, and swinging again. This takes out 3 of my security all on like turn 3. That's super nasty. Going to Dragon Mode and then playing back a XVmon. Now I'm forced to answer a board that I'm not really prepared to go into, especially if I evo this Metal Greymon into a WarGreymon. I will be passing turn if I do that, so I'm forced to suicide the Metal Grey to clear the dragon by pumping him up by 4k with the hero, and then into Greymon, and then into Chimera. Chimera is a really fancy one. I can put a red underneath it, the Metal Greymon, and it'll only minus 3k to the XVmon, so it won't kill it, unfortunately. But the Chimeramon is actually a blocker because it does gain the red color from the Metal Greymon underneath it, which means that the inherent effect from the Greymon makes it a blocker, which will keep my butt safe. This XVmon's actually, yep, unsuspended. So when he hits, so if he hits with it, I can block it and kill it. He goes to do a Imperialdramon. I'm banking on the fact that he forgets about the blocking effect, but he very smartly decides not to attack, going into the Imperial and tucking the Chimeramon back to my hand, and the rest goes to trash. Now he's threatening lethal, and I have no forces to stop him. So at this point, I don't know really what I'm digging for. I think I will just see what my draws are. Oh, I've got that. So, Dark Gaia Force, we'll just wipe it. But if he's got any kind of, say he Digivolves into a armor, attacks, the armor purges, yep, I think that's what he's planning for here. So if he swings and the armor dies, he can Digivolve into a 2-color and then swing again. The armor doesn't die though, so I think if he can gain back a memory somehow, he can go into Impale. But instead, he's just going for really wide rookies. He just doesn't have the pieces for those, for my predictions anyway. So at this point, I just don't have anything to defend this because he's got 2 swings, and Chimeramon does not have enough DP depletion to remove them or even set up a blocker. So that's GG. Yeah, this is when I realize he's not even red anymore. Yep, and I'll just forfeit that. If you like that one, guys, definitely check out the rest of the videos on the channel for BT8 games. This Imperialdramon list actually came first in the locals, so definitely a very competent list, though it is quite standard. subscribe, and I'll see you around next time, guys.